Provided by the National Library of Medicine, PubMed is a search engine for medical and life sciences articles. As with most search databases, you can simply throw keywords into the search field and see what sticks. But PubMed has a particularly fine-tuned subject vocabulary that can make your searches more precise and productive. That vocabulary is called Medical Subject Headings, or MeSH for short. This video shows you how best to search PubMed using MeSH. To get an idea of how MeSH works, it helps to see the whole structure of the vocabulary. As this page shows, every term in the MeSH vocabulary proceeds from 16 major topics. We can follow the vocabulary down the hierarchy and find terms nested in terms, nested in terms, all with increasing levels of specificity. So for example, within psychiatry and psychology, there is mental disorders, then mood disorders, depressive disorder, and finally seasonal affective disorder. All of these are MeSH terms. There are tens of thousands in all. When articles are indexed by PubMed, several MeSH terms are attached to each article to make the article easier to search for and to find. Let's make a search using MeSH. Here I am on the main PubMed page. I click MeSH Database to begin searching for topics. Let's try our old friend, seasonal affective disorder. A page for this term comes up. If I scroll to the bottom of the page, I can see where the term fits in the hierarchy we just saw. Now I may wish to find any article on seasonal affective disorder, but I may also want to focus on a particular subset of or approach to the condition. For most MeSH terms, there are allowable qualifiers or subheadings that you can use to limit the scope of your search. If I am researching how to treat seasonal affective disorder, for example, I may want to focus on those qualifiers related to treatment. So diet therapy, drug therapy, perhaps prevention and control, rehabilitation, and therapy. I have another decision to make. When MeSH terms are applied to articles in PubMed, the terms may be designated as major terms, which means that the article in question is about the particular topic of the MeSH term in a major way. Clicking Restrict to MeSH Major Topic means that PubMed will search only for articles where this is a major term and will therefore reduce the number of hits you get on your search. We check this box. Now I'm ready to search using the term and the various subheadings I have selected. I click on the right-hand side, Add to Search Builder, and get a text string representing my search, and then search PubMed. You'll see in PubMed that the results are naturally listed chronologically and that there are various ways to limit your results here on the left. If I click on an article, I can see the list of MeSH terms attached to that article and find seasonal affective disorder therapy. This asterisk indicates that this is a major term as we had specified. One quick note. Let's return to the MeSH page for seasonal affective disorder and look under depressive disorder. Note how many narrower terms there are beneath depressive disorder. If I search for depressive disorder, PubMed will automatically search for all these terms as well. In other databases, this is known as exploding the term. To have PubMed just search for depressive disorder, I will want to select the box Do Not Include MeSH Terms found below this term in the MeSH hierarchy. As a brief example, if I do not check that box and search for depressive disorder, the search will return an unwieldy number of results. Let's do a more involved search. Let's say we want to look at the research on how cognitive behavioral therapy has been used to treat obsessive compulsive disorder in teenagers. If I type in cognitive behavior therapy, I am directed to the term that MeSH uses, cognitive therapy. I will add it as a major term to my search. The next term is obsessive compulsive disorder. I want to focus on the treatment of this condition, so I'm going to check off those related to treatment or therapy, and also restrict to MeSH major topic. When I add to search, note that both terms are connected by "and." This will search for articles that have both cognitive therapy and obsessive compulsive disorder with any of these subheadings among their subject terms. Now I want to search for teenagers. Note that MeSH directs me to the proper term, adolescent, and I am not going to restrict to MeSH major topic in this case. I find it doesn't work as well with populations. Simply add to search builder. Now we have a three-pronged search with cognitive therapy, obsessive compulsive disorder, and adolescent. And here are the articles that meet our search criteria. If I click on one and look at the MeSH terms, I will find that adolescent is there, cognitive therapy as a major topic is there, and obsessive compulsive disorder therapy is there as well. I hope this has been helpful.